Glider 8.4 Abnormal and Emergency Procedures. In the realm of gliding, understanding off-field landing procedures is vital for every pilot. Whether navigating cross-country routes or soaring in a self-launching glider, the potential for engine failure or unforeseen challenges looms. Off-field landings are not merely emergencies during cross-country flights, they are anticipated and integral to flight preparations. Pilots must be ready for various factors such as weather changes, shifts in wind direction, or unexpected sink. Unlike routine airport landings, off-field landings demand heightened awareness and care. Success in such landings hinges on recognizing the possibility early, selecting suitable areas and landing fields with consideration for wind, obstacles, and local terrain, and executing a safe approach and landing. It's also essential to attempt communication with ground crews to notify them of the landing location. A common planning mistake to avoid is denial. Pilots may hesitate to plan for an off-field landing, preferring to continue the flight. However, understanding the necessary techniques and being prepared for any situation is a safer approach. Wind awareness is crucial in planning an off-field landing. Flying downwind expands the search area, while landing into the wind shortens landing rolls. Decision heights are significant. Committing to the off-field approach and landing at 1,000 feet AGL, provided the terrain allows, is crucial. During the off-field landing approach, the precise elevation of the landing site may be unavailable. Pilots rely on recognizing and maintaining the correct approach angle, which varies based on wind conditions. Obstacles such as wires and poles, often invisible from a distance, must be cleared with a safe margin. Selecting a suitable field, avoiding slopes when possible, and considering local vegetation and crops are additional considerations. The recommended approach procedure involves specific legs in the pattern to inspect the landing area from all sides. This provides a comprehensive view and helps identify potential hazards. Landing over obstacles or wires demands skill and vigilance. Pilots must clear the obstacle, adjust the landing area, and employ aggressive braking after touchdown for a safe stop. In essence, understanding and mastering off-field landing procedures is fundamental for glider pilots. It ensures preparedness, safety, and a seamless soaring experience. We're delving into a critical aspect of glider flying, off-field landings. It's a scenario that every pilot should be prepared for, whether you're on a cross-country journey or simply enjoying a local flight. Now, the possibility of an off-field landing exists on nearly every cross-country soaring flight. Various factors, from weather changes to equipment failures, can lead to this situation. So, it's crucial to be well prepared and aware at all times. On cross-country flights, off-field landings are expected, not emergencies. Planning and execution are key. Wind awareness plays a crucial role. Knowing wind direction helps in selecting suitable landing areas. Decision heights are critical. At 2,000 feet AGL, start assessing potential landing areas. Commit to the landing at 1,000 feet AGL if needed. Always be ready to adapt your plan based on the evolving situation. Choosing a suitable landing field is vital. Take into account wind direction, obstacles, and local terrain. Remember, landing into the wind shortens the roll. Follow a systematic approach for off-field landings: crosswind, upwind, crosswind, downwind, base leg, and final approach. This ensures a 360-degree view of the landing area, allowing you to spot obstacles and hazards. Landing over obstacles requires skill. Clear the obstacle first, and consider how it affects your landing distance. After touchdown, use wheel brakes immediately to prevent collisions with unseen hazards. If you're uninjured, tend to personal needs and secure the glider. Contact retrieval or emergency crews promptly. Utilize available communication tools, cell phones, radios, or personal locator devices. Relay GPS coordinates for an efficient rescue. In case of injury, tend to critical issues first. Contact emergency response personnel, use the glider radio for distress calls, and utilize emergency locator devices. Now, let's talk about system malfunctions. Instrument failures can happen due to various reasons. Always be aware of your glider's normal attitudes. If instruments fail, rely on external cues and maintain safe flying attitudes. If the airspeed indicator fails, fly by pitch attitude. Use additional cues like control feel and wind noise. During the approach, maintain adequate airspeed, especially in turbulent conditions. Altimeter failure requires relying on the perception of a safe gliding angle. Judge the angle frequently during the approach and modify it if necessary. Variometer failure can be challenging. If an airport is nearby, land for repairs. Otherwise, search for external clues to find lift sources. Compass failures are rare but can occur. Cross-check your position with charts and electronic navigation tools. Moreover, safety is paramount. Be prepared, stay aware, and make decisions based on the situation at hand. Let's discuss some crucial scenarios that might come your way during flights. Specifically, let's talk about glider canopy malfunctions and landing gear issues. Now, imagine your canopy decides to open unexpectedly. It's not a common occurrence, but it happens. First and foremost, fly the glider. Maintain a good airspeed while you assess the situation. If you're on aerauto, keep that normal flying attitude to ensure safety for everyone involved. Only when you're sure you've got control should you try to close the canopy. If you've got a co-pilot, let them give it a shot while you focus on flying. And remember, if the canopy won't close, the glider is still controllable, but expect higher drag. Plan a steeper descent path during the approach. Now, what if your canopy is broken or damaged mid-flight? Well, the best course of action is to land as soon as you can. With a shattered canopy, drag increases, so plan for a steeper than normal descent during the approach. Ever been in a situation where your glider canopy frosts up? It can happen at higher altitudes or in cold temperatures. Open those air vents and side windows to get some air circulating and clear the frost. If possible, descend to warmer air or lower altitudes to reduce the frost. Flying in direct sunlight can also help melt that frost away. Switching gears a bit, let's talk about water ballast malfunctions. They're not too common, but when they happen, they can be a safety concern. For instance, if one wing's ballast drains faster than the other, you end up with a wing-heavy glider. That's a challenge during slow flight and landing. Leakage is another issue, potentially affecting pitch control. Regular maintenance and periodic tests are your best prevention here. Lastly, landing gear malfunctions. If your landing gear isn't extending properly due to mechanical issues, fly the approach at normal airspeed. Understand that the glider's total drag is less without the extended landing gear. Be ready to use more spoiler, dive brake during the approach. Aim for a soft touchdown on a smooth surface. Try to keep the glider straight and level, and be mindful of objects on the ground. If you click like and subscribe and leave a comment, we will provide a coupon for a free PDF download, one of 9 ebooks. However, each individual can only download up to 1 out of 9 ebooks for free.